நாளை என்றும் நம் கையில் இல்லை நாம் யாரும் தேவன்மை நம்மைகளே
Running. Thank you.
Thank you guys, thank you for this. Just one last question. Does anyone know how many marathons Ram Vishwanathan has run? Can we hear it from the audience? 60? Are you sure, Ram? 60? Wow, give it up for Ram Vishwanathan. And thank you guys, thank you for being on stage. And you know, we are here to really celebrate a legacy. You know, 3 guys ran, created a small group called Chennairunners that has grown so much in size. And today running has become such a special part of our lives. So we are here really to acknowledge and to mark this journey that they started. So I'm going to invite the president of Chennairunners, the inimitable Dr. Lakshmi, who really, you know, is someone who rolls up her sleeves and really walks the talk. Give it up for Dr. Lakshmi, guys.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we all met here a year back. We were hoping to, you know, have our events back and start normalcy. But then we've achieved that a year later, and good to see life is almost back to normal. Do any of you remember what we did exactly 1 year back on this day? Any of you remember exactly a year back on the 13th of March 2021? What happened? Exactly, yeah, Pondicherry relay. We celebrated our 15th anniversary with a grand relay where over 100 runners ran 100 kilometers in 9 hours and 46 minutes. That was a grand way we kick-started our 15th anniversary celebrations. And from then on, we had, you know, after that, we had to face a lockdown. So our never say die attitude, we decided to have a lot more celebrations online. And we had a rendezvous with our founders where we had all our earlier members of CR coming together from across the globe, and that was a fantastic session where we learned a lot about Chennairunners and its history, a very informal conversation. That was followed by comrades, celebrating comrades, and we had a discussion with all the comrades, finishers and runners. And I think we followed it up with an interview with Arun Krishnan, the senior most triathlete in Chennai, in India, I guess. And thereafter, I think we went on to do a lot more online sessions. We had fantastic sessions in 2021. I think we had very inspirational talks by Catherine Switzer. Arati Swaminathan interviewed her. That was a fantastic conversation. We followed it up with Harvey Lewis in conversation, Hurricane in conversation with Harvey Lewis. And we learned a lot from those runners, especially Catherine and Harvey. You know, they were full of spirit, and it went in sync with the theme for the year, you know, celebrating women. And thereon, we also had talks on, you know, cardiac health by Dr. Mahadevan and sleep by Roshni. And then I think we started our normalcy resumed by August. I think most of us were back on roads, ready to celebrate the 10th edition of SPCM. So what else did we do last year? If you see, along with celebrating the 15th anniversary, we also wanted to celebrate women. We wanted more women to take up long distance running. And that's how we had our ambassadors from representing every chapter. And those women, I tell you, did a phenomenal job. And alongside it, we wanted something more. So I reached out to the founders to ask them if they would mentor full marathon, debut full marathon women runners. And they very gladly agreed. And so we set out forming a team of mentors for the full marathon. And trust me, they put in their 120%. The mentors did a fabulous job, be it our HM mentor or the full marathon mentor. You know, Ram Vishwanathan, Harikan, and with Vidyut. Ram and Hari were here in, mentoring on the ground, and Vidyut from Scotland would have online yoga sessions, soon after his lunchtime to match our time. And he also periodically would talk to the mentees. He wanted to know how they felt and psychological well-being. That was the main thrust. He wanted them to document their journey and all that. And not to leave the mentees behind. They just jumped into the training ring. They did their best. Training plans were tough. It wasn't a joke. And we had, to mention a few, I think Deepan was the man behind the plan, the most wanted man in Chennai. I think many women were ready to kill him, actually. His plans were really tough. But I think after the event, they all thanked him. And Vinu with her strength training, she was phenomenal. I'm going to break my talk here and hand over to Akila. So we're going to kind of, thank them all for what they did.
Can I request all the mentors and the women ambassadors to kindly huddle here, right in the front, please?
New balance.
Guys, so what do you think of mentors? Let's listen to one word. What is the one word that comes to you when you think of mentors? Seriously? Okay, mentors are really amazing. Why? Because they really inspire us to think big, think better. They show so much generosity of spirit, and they really give their time and energy. And I think we have to start with giving a big round of applause to our mentors. So I'm going to start off with our mentors for the full marathon category. Ram Vishwanathan and Rachna. I know for those who have sort of been mentored by them, let's just say that they're mentors who really truly brought experience to the table. This duo, I believe, was known for giving, for sharing their very unique challenges drawn from their own personal experiences, and really paced their mentees and even ran with them. I know a few people will acknowledge that. So Ram and Rachna, can we have you on stage, and may I please request Dr. Lakshmi to kindly hand over the mementos to them. Can we move to the center stage, please? Yeah. That we're truly led by example. So, Hari and Ishwari. Thank you very much. Deepan. Now, what's a mentor who doesn't put you to produce results? Deepan, I believe, is considered the most wanted person in the Chennairunners circuit, and many mentees have cursed him like crazy all through their training, but they are very happy lot now. Give it up for Deepan, guys. Vinu? The most popular strength trainer. We saw many folks finishing their runs at SPCM and walking up to her to thank her for what she does. She continues to have her online sessions and is super popular across chapters. Give it up for Vinu, guys. Vidyut, our online yoga teacher, our early founder, he jumped in with enthusiasm soon after his lunch in Scotland, and he also had periodic online sessions with mentees to understand how they felt about their training. Vidyut, if you ever watch this, on a recorded show or something like that, we're all here giving you a big cheer. Thank you for all that you do. Thanks guys, thanks mentors truly for all the knowledge and all for the time that you have really shared with the mentees and the energy that you've spent in also giving back to the community. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're now moving on to the HM mentors. Let's start with Sharmila Manda. We hear that Sharmila Manda was super organized and go-to person when anything needed to be filed properly. So Sharmila, thank you for being super organized. Thank you. Varsha Mishra. Guys, come on, there's breakfast after this. Varsha Mishra, extreme. Thank you, Varsha. Jayanti, can we have you on stage? Jayanti, our half marathon mentor, considered to be really persuasive. Yeah, so she's not here. Okay, on behalf of Jayanti, we have Kalai from the Chennai Bessie Flyers.
Such a wonderful person, such a motivating and encouraging person. I am very much thankful to Jenu. On behalf of Jenu, I am happy to receive that. Thank you.
Pramila, can we have you on stage? She was also a FM mentee and she ran her debut FM in the veteran category. Wow, how cool is that? To be a half marathon mentor and a full marathon mentee. Kalpana? Oh, sorry. Kalpana is considered to be the silent worker. Clearly, I didn't even know she was here. She had a huge, fantastic connect with each of her mentees. Bulbuli. So Bulbuli, I believe while training her mentees, she also managed to run an ultra. So she's clearly a fantastic multitasker. Thank you, mentors, half marathon mentors. We now, some of us run for fun, some of us run to escape, some of us run for fitness, some of us run for weight loss. For women who juggle multiple things, including being primary caregivers mostly, leaving home in the wee hours of the morning can't be easy, but they still do it, right? So one of the most inspirational quotes that I read while I was getting my script ready was, running is my mood stabilizer. It seemed like the one thing I could control in my life. It was just me and the road fighting off my demons. All the women, do you agree? Okay. So there is a handful of women ambassadors, handful of women here who assume one role above just running and they become ambassadors who really encourage, motivate and lead by example. We're so proud of them and here's us recognizing them for their contribution. So we're going to start off with Gayatri Swaminathan. Gayatri, you're not here? I suppose you're not here. Okay, moving on. Pratigya Haran. Move to center stage, please.
Maybe the women ambassadors could line up here so we save some time, please. Guys, please give it up for Nirmala. Sandhya. Oh, guys, Sandhya, by the way, ran a full marathon in 3 hours and 45 minutes. How cool is that? Mala? My dear Vrinda, where are you? Vrinda was because I'm here and I belong to the Pete Rappers. Vrinda was really an inspiration for me. So give it up for Vrinda, guys. Priya. All right. Okay guys, moving on. I know everybody is hungry. We're going to make this really quick. We're going to basically now talk about the SPCM, right? Okay. We have Gayatri's sister collecting her trophy on her behalf. Okay. Can you go to the center stage? Guys, just 2 more minutes, come on. Stay on for 2 more minutes, guys. It can't be like, come on. 2 minutes more. Okay, so we're moving on to SPCM. You know that we celebrated the 10th edition of SPCM, which is phenomenal. Which really, actually, I hear that it started with really like 300 runners, and it's moved on to over 25,000 runners. Am I right, Yasir? 25,000 runners. Alright, so moving on. SPCM, just so you know, is the biggest event in South India and the second biggest event in India. I'm going to ask Senil to say a few words, and we are going to also take a moment to acknowledge our race directors. Let's start with acknowledging our race directors. Shahid, can we have you please? And can I invite Hari Shankar to present the memento to Shahid, please? Hari Shankar Krishnaswamy. Instead of him, may I please request Yasir to collect the memento? And Ram, can I please request you to hand over the memento to Yasir, who is collecting it on behalf of Hari? Ram left? Okay, can I ask Sandhya to hand it over to Yasir, please? Deepa Bharat Kumar, who's not here. She was also the only woman race director. Vikram, are you here? Vikram? Praveen, can I request you to hand over the memento to Vikram?
Ashok.
May I also
YouTube channel.
ask Sendil to be
Rforrunning,
here?
yeah,
So
channel da.
we finally
Start
no, before Sendil, maybe
Mama,
we
name
could
என்ன மறந்துச்சு.
invite Muthukumar. Yeah, so we close with him.
லைவ்ல இல்ல எடிட் பண்ணி லைவாவே எடிட் பண்ணிட்டு எதுல ஃபேஸ்புக்கா யூடியூப்ல நாடு சேனல் வச்சு அப்படியே வாழ்த்துக்கள் நந்தா
Thank you guys. Sendil, can I please ask Dr. Lakshmi to present the memento? Guys, give it up for Sendil. Every year on year, irrespective of who the race director is, this guy helps us.
நந்தா
Sendil, would you like to say a few words?
Morning runners and good morning all.
குட் மார்னிங்
Can you hold the breakfast for a few minutes? Doc, I'll take 2 minutes. Is it okay? Well, I just have a long list of thank you to be done today, 11. So a big thank you to all those people, and it was not a big team that helped fought those days, it was all individuals. Say, I think Mohan, Arif Shankar, Ram, every event was held by an individual with no basic communication like what we have today, all the social media, and that is what has laid a very big strong foundation for this to take off. And not just the Chennai Marathon, it has also taken off, given a lot of learnings for so many other people across the state. Starting with Auroville, the seed was again Balaji who went from here and who played a very big role in bringing Auroville to this stage today. And comes Coimbatore Marathon, where Tiger from Chennai, he moved his base to Coimbatore, and you know where Coimbatore is now, at what level it's gone up to. So all credits to those ECR days, and from there comes the SPCM. And it started with 2011 Shankarlal, who did a Marg half marathon. Was the first city run. Wipro runs in 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16, 17 it was again Wipro, and 19 to 21, 22 it is Sketchers Performance Chennai Marathon. So a big thanks to all our support partners who have been with us all through this journey, starting with Showspace who have been shoulder to shoulder with us. All the good, bad, wrong times, but still they were all there with us, sharing the responsibility. And Apollo, more than 2 lakh runners, if you can cumulatively count all the events, more than 2 lakh runners they had supported, and all the runners were safe in their hands as far as the medical is concerned. And we had recently My Race, which supported us with the timing, and A to B with the lovely sumptuous breakfast, and not to forget the Chennai Metro, a big support, the only event in India for that matter. We had a special trains running 2019 and 2020 editions early morning just for the runners, which never would have happened. I don't know if anywhere it has happened across the world, but in India the Chennai Metro is the only metro which ran special trains for us. So a big thank you to them, and hope I have not forgotten many others. And My Race, I think I have mentioned, and Apollo I have mentioned. So thank you all, and here I am receiving this not as an RD. This is a big thanks to all the thousands of volunteers who have been part of this amazing journey. I'm just a representative here for all of you guys, receiving it only on your behalf. There's nothing much like you did much and I did less or something. We all contributed together, and I'm so happy and honored to be receiving it on all your behalf. Thank you guys, let's keep rocking, and many more events to come in. Thank you. Thank you, Akila.
Thank you, Sandil. I'm sure this must be a very emotional moment as well when you think about journeys and genesis. Finally, the 10th edition, Muthu Kumar. One big round of applause, guys. We just ran a race.
நீ நார்மலா பிடிச்சுக்கோ ஏன்னா நம்ம ஸ்பீக்கர் அங்க தான் இருக்கு கேக்குறதா கேக்கும்
Yeah, Sandil.
Few more thank yous left from me. There were a lot of people who helped us through the year. A big thank you to Deepa, Nandu's wife. She designed our promo t-shirt. Can we have you here, Deepa? She designed that lace up Chennai. There's a bag there with a gift. There's a cake. Yeah. And a big thanks to all my coordinators who did a fabulous job, and the core team members who've been a huge support, who jumped in. You've seen all these men, 2 women in this mint blue working very hard, last week and this week. And but for you runners, there is no running group. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of this vibrant community. And thanks to our fellow running colleagues, Neville Billimori of D2D, Dream Runners, and Eunice for supporting us as always. Thank you. And running gives you everything. This is to quote Catherine Spitzer. So continue running, keep running. Deepa is here. The lady behind our t-shirt.
We have Deepa here who designed that beautiful promo t-shirt and the concept behind this event. Chennai. And she may even share a few words how this idea evolved. Thanks, Deepa.
என் நம்பர் மட்டும் வச்சுக்கோங்களா
வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் தான் நீ ரெண்டு நம்பர் 2 பேருமே எடுத்துருக்கோம் நீ தானே இருப்ப 9 o'clock.
Guys, have a beautiful Sunday and a great week ahead. One last big round of applause from wherever you are for the core team of the Chennairunners that worked so hard to put things together. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Have a great day. Bye-bye.
And the core team